Welcome to Roswell's Park in Moose Jaw, everyone. Happy Sunday. Glad that you could make it to join us online for this matchup between the Swift Current 57's and the Moose Jaw Miller Express. A gorgeous Sunday afternoon here. Just a little bit of a breeze, 24 degrees Celsius, 75 degrees Fahrenheit. The temperature is in that Goldilocks realm of just right. And the red-hot Swift Current 57's looking for their 7th win in a row here taking on the Moose Jaw Miller Express. Keel Crumweedy set to lead off. He's going to be facing young Ethan Soroka, high school kid from Kelowna, BC. This will be his 4th appearance and 2nd start for Soroka. The starter on the mound, 7 1/3 innings of work. He has struck out 4 and walked 6. 7 earned runs on his watch, and Soroka with an 8.59 earned run average. So the young man facing the Swift Current 57's, Keel Crumweedy leading off here. Swift Current on a 6-game winning streak has made quick work of the opposition through all 6 games that they've played this week previous, never allowing more than 1 run a game in their previous 6. So left-handed pitcher Ethan Soroka is facing a stingy defense along with his Moose Jaw Miller Express. It's a retro day at the ballpark, and the Moose Jaw Miller Express honoring the Moose Jaw Astros of yesteryear as well with a great-looking look. The Moose Jaw Astros, part of the SMBL, going back to the 80s and into the 90s before changing their name to the Miller Express around the turn of the century. Is Keel Crumweedy, 1-2 the count here. Finesse pitcher is Soroka out of Kelowna, BC. Keel Crumweedy, the native of Glasgow, Montana. Awaiting the 1-2. And Crumweedy gets a small piece, but strike 3. 1 down here in 1 batter faced for young Soroka as Elvin Alamo makes his way to the plate, the native of Bayamon, Puerto Rico. Braden Echout will hit 3rd. Looking at the stats on Elvin Alamo, his batting average won't scare you, hitting at 167, but the on-base percentage of 459 is what's made Alamo be a guy who's really contributed to paying the bills in Swift Current. He puts lumber to baseball just over top of second baseman Blake Gallagher and a single for Elvin. See-ball, hit ball, Elvin is on, and the KG base runner will see what he can do out there against the Moose Jaw Miller Express. Braden Echout to the plate now. Young Ethan Soroka pitching to Marcus Melendez. Darryl Dahl at first. Blake Gallagher is at second base. Zach Campbell at short. Lumsden, Saskatchewan's Jordy McDougall at third base. Tucker Zadunik out of High River, Alberta in left. Eric Marriott in center field. Mike Borst out of McHenry, Illinois, patrolling right field for the Miller Express. First pitch fastball to Echout. He takes lefty versus righty, and that offering is outside. 1-0 count to Braden. Catcher Tanner Holen is on deck. When the 57's take to the field, it'll be Connor Sparks on the mound. Saskatoon native. Couple takes by Echout. 2-0 with Elvin Alamo on at first. Alamo, scrappy young man out of Bayamon, Puerto Rico. He widens his lead. And Soroka checks him over at first. As Alamo, step by step, improving that lead at first, growing it, trying to get in the mind of the pitcher. Pitch outside to Echout. It's a 3-0 count with Tanner Holen on deck. Holen monster night yesterday against the Yorkton Cardinals in an 8-1 win. 4 runs batted in. 3-0 pitch. Echout takes strike 1. 57's with a day off tomorrow. This will be their 14th game in a row. 14 games in 14 days. Last time off for the 57's was the All-Star break, as they've had to make up some rainouts, and a stray fastball is going to hit Braden Echout in the lower body. 3-1 pitch hits him. Eck is on, and that'll bring catcher Tanner Holen to the plate. 1 down. Runner in scoring position is Elvin Alamo. Tanner Holen starting catcher for today. Holen was a workhorse last week for the 57's, catching 6 games in 6 days before new recruits John Sechin and Luis Navarro were able to sub him off for a game or two. Holen's been loving life in the DH role, back behind the plate to catch Connor Sparks today, though. Holding out in front of that pitch, as he was expecting something with a little more heat. 0-1 the count. Ryan McDeach, Mr. Honorable Mention, on deck for the 57's, batting at a .353 rate. Runner-up in the WCBL Hitter of the Week category was McDeach, who's been red hot as of late. Holen puts lumber to baseball and hits that into left field. That could be trouble. Unable to get to that is the left fielder. Alamo's going to take a leisurely jog home. They'll pump the brakes on Echoed as the baseball finds its way into the infield, but Tanner Holen, holy Holen, a double to score one, and the 57's on the board first here in the top of 1.
Number 5, Ryan McDeach. He's our Molson beer rider tonight. Sir, today, if he gets out, it's 2 beer for $8 down the Park Hotel Beer Garden.
Ryan McDeach in the last 7 days has played 6 games, 9 hits, and a .474 batting average. Lots of Swift Current folks and family of Swift Current 57's making the trip today, enjoying this one from the shade. I think I saw a Swift Current alum and now billet dad Kirk Haviland in there. And I believe Keel Crumweedy has some friends and family that have made the trip as well. Tanner Holen on at second base. Marcus Melendez is going to go and perhaps discuss signals with young Ethan Soroka. The Miller Express with 1 down here, but Swift Current has plated 1, and they got 2 in scoring position. Echoed at third, his good friend Tanner Holen at second. And Ryan McDeach, who's hitting at a .474 rate and in the last 7 days is at the plate now. 8 runs batted in 6 games for McDeach coming into today's festivities. He's walked his fair share as well. 7 walks in 6 games in the week prior. Last Sunday hit a bomb in Lethbridge. Pitch outside of the big fella from Beamsville, Ontario. 2-0 count to McDeach. Oh, 3-0 make that. Lefty versus lefty here. Soroka. Down and away. And for the 8th time this week, McDeach walks as he's put on in 4 pitches. Empty bag at first
John
filled.
Seachin.
Now Ashland, Wisconsin's John Seachin. This will be Seachin's 7th game as a member of the 57's, .227 coming into this afternoon's festivities. 4 runs batted in his 6 games prior. First pitch to Seachin finds the strike zone. Joe Carnahan, Swift Current 57's coach, his dad Jim is doing his annual visit up from Ashland, Wisconsin, same hometown as John Seachin. Jim very quick to point out that the 57's haven't lost with Seachin in the lineup yet. It's all because of the Wisconsin boy, Jim says. Bases loaded and 1 down here. 57's with 1 on the board, looking for more, looking to strike early against the Miller Express. Soroka, fastball up and out. Trying to get Seachin to chase out of the zone, and the Wisconsin product will keep Lumber on shoulder for a 1-2. Another foul ball by Seachin. That'll tap the roof of the concession stand. Toby Allred on DH duties today, hitting on deck. Good to see Toby back in the lineup. Toby's been seeing the ball real well late in the season, too, as Seachin continues to scrap with this young man from Kelowna, BC. That's the 21st pitch of the game thrown by Soroka and the 5th in this exchange with Seachin. Change up. And the battle continues, 1 and 2. Miller Express honoring the Moose Jaw Astros of yesteryear. There were some epic matchups back in the day between the Moose Jaw Astros and the then Swift Current Indians in the SMBL days. Good take by Sechin, 2 and 2. Lefty versus righty matchup here. Don't mind the 4:05 start to this one. It's only about a 90-minute bus ride for the 57s. As Sechin puts lumber to baseball, that's hit to short over the glove of Campbell, and one comes in to score. 57s go up a deuce here. Everybody advances a station. And John Sechin, a war of attrition with Soroka, ends with that shot over the glove of Campbell. Officially an E6 as one comes in to score. And the 57's now up 2-0. Anthem, Arizona's Toby Allred now. Allred, fly ball. That's hit towards Caribou Street and Moose Jaw.
Foul ball brought to you by Premium Home and Auto Glass. Reminder that those are property of the Miller Express. You can bring those foul balls back to the inner guard ticket window.
Allred went 3 for 4 with a run batted in against Yorkton in one of those 2 home games against the Cardinals. He was injured for a week and a half before that. Prior to him getting hurt, though, he had a couple of multiple hit games in a row. So Toby looking stronger down the stretch. Now hitting .253 on the year. Jack Lombardi on deck. 0-2. And Toby will wear one, and a run's going to come in to score. That'll put the 57s up a field goal as Allred takes a stray breaking ball in the ankle.
Number 28, Jack Lombardi.
And the 8th batter of the inning, Jack Lombardi, steps up now. Tanner Holen with a double to bring in a couple runs earlier here in the top of the 4th. And a bases loaded hit batsman. Good news is the 57's got a run and the bases loaded. The bad news is an already banged up Toby Allred, limping a little bit at first after taking that stray curveball. Fastball to Lombardi. 2-0 count to Jack. Lombardi hitting 8th in the batting order today. Native of Park Ridge, Illinois. Jack's got to be sitting on something chubby here. Fastball right down the middle. He takes and 2-1. Mood around the clubhouse has certainly been lightened with the addition of Lombardi. Seeing that he's a good team guy. And he puts lumber to baseball, hits that into left field, maybe playable, and making the catch in left is Zadunik, but tagging up and hurrying in to score is Ryan Megdeach. So sac fly RBI for Lombardi. Megdeach scores, and the 57s now have a 4-run top of the 1st.
Number 47, Kalen Schwabe.
WCBL standings in that Eastern Division. 57s coming into today 27-15. Moose Jaw at 20-20. Miller Express 8 games back of first. And 6.5 ahead of the Melville Millionaires. And 6 behind the 57s. So I don't know if Moose Jaw can really move much up or down. Barring somebody really, really tanking. And somebody else getting really, really hot. I think Moose Jaw, for better or for worse, looks like 4th place is going to be their destiny in 2019. And a first-round playoff matchup with Regina, Weyburn, or Swift Current. 3 teams that are all within 2 games of each other. Callan Schwabe, 1-1's the count to him. 2 on. Schwabe, the 9th batter up for the 57s here in the first. Strike 2. Kielkrum Weedy, leadoff hitter on deck. As 1 through 9 get a crack at Ethan Soroka here in the top of the first inning. '57's during this winning streak have been making quick work of the opposition. Average game length over the past 6 days, about 2.5 hours. Two to Schwabe with 2 on. Reaches and strike 3, so that'll do it for the 57's. Swift Current strands 2, but they score 4-0. Connor Sparks takes to the bump when we return with more 57's baseball.
Today, the world's booming population looms like a storm on the horizon. Some forecast another 2 billion mouths to feed by the year 2050. Whatever tomorrow brings, one company will be fully prepared for it. Introducing Nutrien, an agricultural leader that brings Potash Corp and Agrium together. Now the largest combined producer of potash, nitrogen, and phosphate, Nutrien offers an unparalleled distribution platform, including more than 1,500 local farm centers and generations of farming expertise, all of which can help farmers produce more per acre. Together, we provide products that are from the earth and for the earth. Nutrien, feeding the future.
That half inning was brought to you by the Heritage Inn, the official hotel sponsor of your Miller Express. Leading off for the Millers is number 8, Eric Marriott.
East Division matchup, the 57's with a pretty big punch in the first inning. 4 runs. As Connor Sparks on the mound for Swift Current. Young man from Saskatoon getting the start here. Sparks, this will be his 5th appearance. All starts, 19 innings of work, 16-4 strikeout to walk ratio. 2-1 record with a 3.78 earned run average. 19 innings of work, 8 earned runs on the watch of Sparks. Going right after Marriott with strike 1 here. One and one count as Sparks induces a swinging strike. Do a 1-2 here. Miller Express setting to plate Marriott, Campbell, and Borst. Mike Borst steadily in that 3-hole spot this year for the Moose Jaw Miller Express. What a player he's been. Looking forward to seeing him in this first inning. .364 batting average this year for Borst. Guy can play some right field as well. He'll make the catch, he'll catch the ball, and he's got a cannon, as we've seen on a couple of occasions. League All-Star. 3-2 pitch, Sparks. And that fastball is up. Marriott on with a walk here. Afternoon games typically aren't that high scoring, but who knows what we might see here today.
Number 28, Zach Campbell.
We'll keep a close eye on Marriott at first. 19 bags this year. 19 for 22 in the stolen base department. Zach Campbell to the plate now. First pitch strike. Don't be surprised to see Marriott in motion. His team in an early hole here. One 1-1 the count. 2-1 count. Fastball fouled into the backstop. 2-2 count. Well, watch Marriott at first base. Not in motion yet. 2-2 pitch. Full count. Zach Campbell at the plate.
Okay, I only have the one color today.
Fouled off.
We're gonna get people bidding on jerseys.
Foul ball brought to you by Premium Home and Auto Glass.
There you are, sir. Thank you.
Sparks and Holen agree on another 3-2. Fastball, ground ball, McDeach, 3-6, and fielder's choice at first. They get the lead runner. Marriott thrown out at second. Campbell reaching via the fielder's choice. And Mike Borst, right fielder from McHenry, Illinois. Tough spot of the Miller Express batting order to get through now. Borst hitting .364, Dahl hitting .309. League All-Star Jordy McDougall hitting .336 as well. Those are the next three that are due up. One away here, runner on at first. Fly ball, it's headed for the seats. Line drive, Borst, as he improves his .364 average. He advances Campbell with that hard-hit single to first.
Number 12, Daryl Dahl.
87-mile-an-hour fastball from Sparks, hit by Borst. Daryl Dahl hitting a .309 clip now to the plate. RBI opportunity for Dahl, who's got 16 runs batted in 32 games previous. 2 home runs to go along with that. First pitch, foul ball out of the right hand of Sparks, and then the lumber of Dahl. Starting lineup for the 57, Sparks pitching to Tanner Holen, Ryan Megdeach at first base, pitch outside. Elvin Alamo at second, Keel Crumweedy at short, Braden Eckhout at third base. Outfield for the 57, Sechin Schwabi Lombardi. Another foul ball into the backstop, 1-2 the count. That metal backstop getting a bit of a workout here. 4-0 lead for the 57s. We're in the bottom of the first. Sparks and Holen agree on the 1-2. Breaking ball down. And 2-2 with one down and a couple men on here for the Miller Express. There are many double headers today across the WCBL. Earlier today, Lethbridge with a 2-1 win on Edmonton. Every win counts out west as you have 4 teams all within a couple games of each other. Regina Red Sox just down the road leading the Fort McMurray Giants 4-2 in the top of the 9th. We got our Fort Mac foam finger on, but not sure the Giants will be able to escape Curry with a win. Down 2 late in that one as a walk is going to be issued here to Dahl, and the base is loaded. Weyburn Beavers dropping a 6-4 decision to the Brooks Bombers.
Number 17,
That is a
Jordy
huge solid for the
McDougall.
57s. Edmonton Prospects leading Lethbridge 5-1 in Lethbridge. Weyburn and Brooks are doing a doubleheader today, so that second game should be getting started shortly. And they're just getting underway in Melville, Okotoks Dogs and the Melville Millionaires after the Dogs had a 5-1 win in the first game of 2. Rain and broken down buses has forced a double-header heavy part of the schedule as Jordy McDougall out of Lumsden, Saskatchewan swings and misses at that offering from Saskatoon's Connor Sparks in the all 306 matchup here between pitcher and hitter. Ground ball out would be ideal for the 57, something that their infield could turn 2 on here. McDougall, foul ball. Strike 2. 57 sent everybody to the plate in the top of the first. Miller Express have just hit number 5 in their batting order here in their half. Nothing across the plate as of yet, though, for Moose Jaw in this 4-0 57's game. McDougall tries to change that, but swings and misses at that 83-mile-an-hour offering, or 87, rather. And that'll be the second out of the inning here.
Number 7, Cole Warkin.
Warkin also made a trip to the All-Star game this year. Bases loaded. Strike 1. 87, 88-ish. Reading on that fastball out of the right hand of Sparks this afternoon. Spins a breaking ball that time. Holland blocks. Ball 1 with 2 down and 3 on. Miller Express in their retro white Astros jerseys. Fastball fouled straight back, 1-2. Bottom of the first, 1-2 pitch, breaking ball, fouled down the third base line. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 away. Breaking ball in. Let's do a deuces wild now with 2-2 with 2 down. Day off tomorrow for the 57s, and then it's a roadie to Regina on Tuesday, Weyburn on Wednesday. So more time away from Mitchell Field on the agenda for the 57s. Ground ball, and unable to get to that is Elvin Alamo, and 1 comes in to score. 2 are going to come in to score here, as that throw is just behind schedule. Borst touches home plate, as does Campbell. 1 swing of the bat, and the 57's 4-0 lead is bisected. And that'll bring Joe Carnahan out to the mound to have a quick chat with Sparks in the infield.
Stoppage in play brought to you by the Moose Jaw Warriors. Call 694-5711 for your 2019-20 season tickets.
So Joe with some words of reassurance to his 6'6" starter, Sparks, as the Miller Express get on the board here.
At the plate, number 11, Blake Gallagher.
Cole Warkin with a 2-out single that cashed in a couple, and 4-2 is the score. 6 runs in the first inning, the teams combined. Fastball missing down. Blake Gallagher at the plate. 29 minutes and counting for this first inning. Fastball called strike as Gallagher takes, righty on righty. Gallagher 7 in the batting order. So we've seen 16 different guys hit thus far. Gallagher fly ball. That could be trouble. Keel Crumweedy ventures into the outfield grass. And the Montana product zeroes in on that fly ball. Miller Express strand a couple and score a couple. It's 4-2 after one. Top of two on the way. Will the offensive show continue? We'll find out shortly.
Second inning of play.
Welcome back to Swift Current 57's baseball. 4-2 the score, favoring the hometown Moose Jaw Miller Express. 1 inning in the books, 6 runs, and 16 batters between the two teams. Typically, the afternoon games here are anywhere across the league or low scoring and go by pretty quick, but we'll see if pitching and defense is able to settle down here as this one gets longer.
Leading off for Swift.
Keel Crumweedy, his second at bat of the game.
Keel Crumweedy.
Top of 2 and Keel to the plate. Crumweedy 0 for 1, striking out to Ethan Soroka his last time up. Soroka, left-handed pitcher. First pitch to Keel. Off the plate. Nothing in 1 count. Another take by Keel. Soroka working outside. Seeing what he can get away with against righty hitters. 2-0 thus far. Much more inside. Crumweedy hits that to left field. Zadunik is there to make the catch with his toes on the warning track. A loud out and 1 down here in the top of the second inning. Elvin Alamo thus far. Turn now.
Alamo.
Lefty on lefty outside. With 1 down, a 1-0 count to Alamo. Alamo, his first week in town, has had some memorable games as he tries to bunt his way on. Alamo gets cagey. He'll make it, too. No play. Charged at third by McDougall, but wise to just eat that one. Infield single by Elvin.
Yeah. Number 6, Braden Echo.
Braden Echoed now. Eck with a run scored as he came around after being hit by a pitch in the first inning. Second at bat of the game for Eckhout. Eckhout puts lumber to baseball and singles into left field. Alamo pumps the brakes at second. Eckhout on at first. Braden just wrapping up his junior year at the University of Nebraska at Omaha, native of Amherst, Nebraska. Tanner Holen now. Couple on for Tanner. 1 away here. Lefty versus righty. Alamo on the 6 of Ethan Soroka. Ground ball up the middle. And they're going to send Alamo home here. Alamo in behind the catcher, and the 57's get one back after the Miller Express put up 2 in the bottom half of the first. 5-2, Swift Current with that 3-run lead back. And Soroka in a bit of a bad way. The pitcher, Soroka ran back to cover the throw coming in from the outfield, and I think tripped over the lip of the infield there where dirt meets grass, and he's favoring that ankle. So the young man Soroka tripping on his way back to cover that throw from the outfield in behind Melendez there. He'll just throw a couple pitches to make sure that everything feels right here. Thumbs up. So now Ryan Megdeach, 353 on the year, walked at his last at-plate endeavor. First pitch, he sees a curveball in this lefty-on-lefty encounter outside. 1-0 count. Strike called on Megdeach. Good pitch, lefty on lefty, just catching the outside corner of the plate. 1-1 now. John Sechin waits on deck. Outside 2-1. The 57's are going to do a Most Improved Player award this year. Got to think Megdeach, who just wrapped up his freshman year at Cochise, may be eligible for it. Ground ball, though, and that's hit 4-6, and not quite able to turn 2. So Megdeach on at first. Miller Express get the lead runner, but Braden Echoed advances to third in that scenario. And now John Sechin. Campbell to Gallagher and then a one-hopper to Dahl, so they weren't quite able to connect the dots on the double play, and we'll see if the 57's can hold the Miller Express accountable for that miscue between second and first. Fastball up, ball 1. Straight call to Sechin. Toby Allred waits in the wings. Got men on the corners as Soroka. Sechin goes oppo, and a run's going to come in to score here. Sechin with a single into right field. Megdeach advances. 57's get their 4-run lead back. It's now 6-2 after Swift able to put up a crooked number here in the second inning thus far. 2-out shot by Sechin.
Number 11, Toby Allred.
DH Toby. Toby with an RBI thus far tonight, or this afternoon rather.
Ball brought to you by Premium Home and Auto Glass. Reminder, those are property of the Moose Jaw Miller Express. You can bring those baseballs back to the inner guard ticket window.
Toby took a stray curveball in the ankle with the bases loaded, getting an RBI in the process. Would have preferred to earn that ribby via lumber to baseball. And for the second time tonight, Toby's going to wear one in the lower body. Another breaking ball that got away from Soroka, and that'll load the bases with 2 down and Jack Lombardi stepping up to the plate.
Stoppage of play brought to you by Tim Hortons. It's time for Tim's. At the plate, number 28, Jack Lombardi.
Lombardi sac fly RBI to left field, his last at-plate endeavor. So 3 on for Lombardi. First pitch is called strike. Corner painted. Quick 2 strikes against Lombardi as that offering is fouled. Kalen Schwabe on deck. Seventeenth batter faced for Soroka in 1.2 here. As Lombardi scraps. Foul ball towards the Swifty peeps. And you see plenty of green and orange on sevens with a 4-run first, 2-run second in this 6-2 lead thus far. Lombardi puts another one over to the Swifty folks. Folks from Swift Current and family members of the 57's. Sean the Bussy over there too. Lombardi outside. Melendez ready to throw to first, but first baseman not on the bag there. One and two with 2 away. Soroka. Lombardi! And they got a fine beat on that baseball at 15-wing Moose Jaw, but a long foul ball. Another foul ball, Lombardi in a war here with Soroka. That's Soroka's 59th pitch to get through 1.2 thus far. 7-pitch exchange with Lombardi. And it ends with a Jack Lombardi strikeout. Soroka has his number this time around. 8-pitch at bat, 57 strand 3, and they score 2.
2 runs on 4 hits, no errors.
Bottom of 2 coming up. Swift has that 4-run lead back. Let's see what they do with it when we return with more 57's baseball.
Culligan Water, the official water
And now
supply.
a message from your stomach.
Hey, the workday's over and it's time to eat, and I need some real good food. Some real good food from Houston Pizza. They've got savory ribs, souvlaki, steak, chicken, Greek or Caesar salad, and of course, that delicious pizza. Everything's made fresh daily. For dine-in, pickup, or delivery at Houston Pizza, you get real good food.
Houston Pizza's got lots of real good food.
This webcast of Swift Current 57's Baseball brought to you by Living Sky Casino, Nutrien Ag Solutions, The Hearing Place, the Coast Hotel in Swift Current, the official host hotel of the Swift Current 57's, Houston Pizza, Saskatchewan Abilities Council Swift Current Branch, and the World Under-17 Hockey Challenge, coming to Swift Current and Medicine Hat this November. Get early bird tickets until June 18th at tickets.scbroncos.com.
Number 16, Tucker Zadunik.
Tucker Zadunik to lead off for the Miller Express here. 6-2 lead for the 57's. Swift Current with a 4-run lead after the top of the first and second in this 6-2 ball game. Zadunik, Melendez, Marriott, 8-9-1 due up. Connor Sparks looking to settle down, but another well-hit baseball as the offensive fireworks continue. Zadunik, he's going to scamper to second base. Now this one's turning into a track meet here between the 57's and the Miller Express. Marcus Melendez, the 227 hitting catcher.
Number 19, Marcus Melendez.
Number 9 in Moose Jaw's batting order, Connecticut product, Melendez. Righty on righty here, Sparks. Fastball called strike with Zadunik on at second base. Top of the order, and Eric Marriott on deck. Leadoff Zadunik. Fastball in, 1-1 as a nice cool breeze blows through Roswell's Park. Ground ball, Crumweedy, nope, just unable to squeeze it. Keel with great athleticism to even get to that baseball in a situation that a lot of infielders may have just given up on and conceded. Keel hurrying to it, but just unable to get to it in time. Runners on the corners now. Nobody out. And the top of the order at the plate now in Marriott. Marriott fouls that off for strike one. 6-2 in the bottom of the second. 57's have had solid pitching and have been a very defensively stingy baseball team in the past week. 6-game winning streak coming into this one, and they haven't allowed more than a run a game. But 6-2 is the score right now. Offense has been there today for Swift. Already 10 hits between these two teams. Foul ball, Echout right in front of the Miller Express dugout makes the catch for the first out. So Marriott, who was 1 for 1, flies out to 5. Zach Campbell now.
Number 28, Zach Campbell.
Infielder Campbell hitting 179. 1 down. Called strike. Sparks just misses down, 1-1. Men on the corners in a 4-run 57's lead. Foul ball towards your living room, and 1-2 the count now. Just a bit out, 2-2. '57's next home game, by the way, Thursday. Medicine Hat Mavericks are in town. Ground ball, hit to Elvin Alamo, potential for 2, 4, 6, and 3. They turn it. 57's able to turn 2 and get out of a bit of a jam. And maybe that'll be the start of things settling down defensively. We'll see. 2 innings in the books. 6-2 lead for the 57's, top of 3 straight ahead.
Today, the world's booming population looms like a storm on the horizon. Some forecast another 2 billion mouths to feed by the year 2050. Whatever tomorrow brings, one company will be fully prepared for it. Introducing Nutrien, an agricultural leader that brings Potash Corp and Agrium together. Now the largest combined producer of potash, nitrogen, and phosphate, Nutrien offers an unparalleled distribution platform, including more than 1,500 local farm centers and generations of farming expertise, all of which can help farmers produce more per acre. Together, we provide products that are from the earth and for the earth. Nutrien, feeding the future.
At The Hearing Place, we're making a positive difference in the lives of our clients' hearing health. We are a full-time, fully licensed hearing health care facility. Our goal is to improve and maintain our clients' hearing health with personal attention and ongoing support. As an audiologist with more than 15 years' experience, I work with clients of all ages, including toddlers and newborns. This is not only my vocation, but my passion. When you come into The Hearing Place, you will receive a complete diagnostic hearing evaluation using state-of-the-art equipment. We talk about the specific reasons for your visit and the hearing situations you find most difficult. We then discuss the hearing options that are right for you, your budget, and your lifestyle. The end goal is to ensure you leave with the knowledge and confidence about your future of hearing health. The Hearing Place. For more information, visit www.thehearingplace.ca.
Welcome back to Swift Current 57's Baseball. Shout out to Swift Current Mayor Dennis Perot joining us again via the webcast from his home in Swift. Regular season game against the Moose Jaw Miller Express here. Not sure if he would have a jersey versus jersey flag at City Hall type wager with Moose Jaw's Mayor Fraser Tolmie on this one, as Kalen Schwabe leading off for the 57's. 9-1-2 to up for Swift Current. 6-2 the score. Schwabe, ground ball charged by Gallagher, 4-3, and that'll do it. One down here to lead off the top of the third inning. 57's ending the second with a double play.
Number 18, Keel.
Alamo Crumweedy and Ryan Megadich connecting the dots to turn two. Crumweedy's due here, 0 for 2 this game, striking out once. Top of the third inning, and already the third at bat of the game for the native of Glasgow, Montana. Crumweedy puts lumber to baseball, hot to center field. Marriott, 2 down. Starting pitcher for the Miller Express, Ethan Soroka.
Number 22, Alvin Alamo.
His 58th pitch of the game to get through 2.2. Alvin Alamo hitting at a .231 rate. 2 for 2 with a couple runs scored for Alamo, the native of Bayamon, Puerto Rico. It's never an easy at-bat for the opposition when Alamo's at the plate. 1-0 count to Alvin. Soroka, lefty on lefty. Paints the outside corner with strike one on the fastball. Braden Echoed on deck. 2 down here, top of the third. 6-2 57's lead. It was 4-2 after 1. 57's adding 2 in the second. Alamo showing bunt. Strike called. Bunt single the last time he was up with nobody on. Just a relaxed approach. Anything can happen with Alamo up there. Outside, 2-2. Alamo, chop. It's 2-2. Deuce is wild now to 22. 57's tomorrow off, as today will wrap up a 14-14 schedule. Had to make up for a couple rainouts in there against the Regina Red Sox. Doubleheaders all over the league today as everyone tries to get the 56-game schedule in. Good take by Alvin, 3-2 the count. Really entrusting the umpires on this one, as we can't editorialize much on balls and strikes just given the sight lines here at Ross Wells and that big metal fence there. A Blues got a way better look than we do here in this park. Alamo launches that ball into right field. Borst is back on the warning track and makes the catch deep at Ross Wells. 3 up, 3 down here.
On the Widmar's
Haven't experienced
scoreboard,
much of that
no hits,
today.
no errors, nothing left on base.
Bottom of 3 coming up with a 4-run 57's lead on the board. All right, good to have you back here for another edition of Swift Current 57's Baseball, brought to you by Nutrient Ag Solutions and Living Sky Casino. Sunny and beautiful today in Moose Jaw. 24 degrees Celsius, 75 degrees Fahrenheit. Wind at 11 kilometers an hour. That's 7 miles an hour, so a nice gentle breeze here is what we're dealing with. Connor Sparks so far 2 innings, allowing 4 hits, 2 earned runs, striking out 1 and walking 2. This will be the 12th batter that he's faced. And it's not an easy out by any means in Big Mike Borst. 1-0 count to the league all-star. Borst, right fielder, having an MVP-type season for the Miller Express. Inside 2-0, they work him carefully. Borst coming into this game, .364 batting average. 4 home runs to go with 28 runs batted in. Jordy McDougal, former Regina Red Sox, also in that MVP conversation here in Moose Jaw. 7 dingers, 27 runs batted in to go with a .336 average. McDougal, a sure-handed infielder. Borst, capable outfielder with a cannon for an arm. Two and one, Sparks on Borst. 2 big boys going head-to-head here. Clash of the Titans as Borst fouls that off. 2-2. Sparks pitching to Tanner Holen, Megdeech at first, Alamo and Crumweedy middle infield, second at short. Eckhout at third, Seachin, Schwabe, Lombardi the outfield. DH Toby Allred today, who's been hit by 2 pitches, and Sparks strikes out his second batter of the game. 2-2 pitch.
Number 12,
Borst fooled by that offering. Darryl Dahl now. Sparks. Baseball drilled towards the backstop for strike 1. Nothing and 1 the count with 1 away. Breaking ball out. 1-1. Sparks 1-1. 1 hopper blocked by Holen. 2-1 now. 54th pitch thrown by Sparks to get through 2 1/3. Hitters are getting a workout today. Ground ball, Crumweedy charges, throws on target to Meg Deach, 2 down. Tough play by Crumweedy, taking that on the run.
Number 17, Jordy McDougall.
McDougall, nobody on. Fastball, strike 1. Both pitchers look to be settling down after some early game adventures here. McDougall fouls that off. 0-2 the count. Baseball drilled towards Caribou Street.
Home and auto glass.
Sparks paints the outside corner and gets him. So Connor Sparks strikes out a couple of league all-stars in Borst and McDougall. In the bottom of the third, to the fourth we go. 'Tis a 6-2 lead for Swifty.
Let's do your RBC Royal Bank Bingo.
And now a message from your stomach.
Hey, the workday's over and it's time to eat, and I need some real good food. Some real good food from Houston Pizza. They've got savory ribs, souvlaki, steak, chicken, Greek or Caesar salad, and of course that delicious pizza. Everything's made fresh daily. For dine-in, pickup, or delivery at Houston Pizza, you get real good food.
Houston Pizza's got lots of real good food.
This webcast of Swift Current 57's Baseball brought to you by Living Sky Casino, Nutrien Ag Solutions, The Hearing Place, the Coast Hotel in Swift Current, the official host hotel of the Swift Current 57's, Houston Pizza, Saskatchewan Abilities Council Swift Current Branch, and the World Under-17 Hockey Challenge, coming to Swift Current and Medicine Hat this November. Get early bird tickets until June 18th at tickets.scbroncos.com.
Oh, let's turn up the core blend here.
The old ladies awake just in 3 different places. Still can't afford her own.
For our American friends, that's another musical act you got to discover here if you like country music. Corb Lund. C-O-R-B space L-U-N-D.
Heard of how much it can cost to buy a house? Well, I'll always love her and think kindly of her, but I got no money left over for smoke. We're long gone to Saskatchewan.
Long gone to Saskatchewan, which could describe many of the players in this
Leading
league.
off, number 6, Braden Echo.
Echoed earlier this week, deposited a fly ball that was long gone to left field in Swift Current. Big blast against the Yorkton Cardinals. Echoed Holland Mugdich. First pitch take by Echoed, top of the fourth, and ball 1. Outside corner painted, lefty versus righty here. Nice pitch from Soroka. Echoed 2 home runs and 22 runs batted in 27 games this year. He's touched home plate twice today to go with an RBI. Fouled off and 1-2. Echoed strike 3. Young Ethan Soroka, high school-aged pitcher, touched up in the first and second, settled down in the third. 1 batter faced and 1 down here in the fourth. As Tanner Holen, who's 2 for 2 with 2 RBI and a run scored. Tanner hitting at a .321 rate, catching for Connor Sparks today. First pitch to Holen, ball one, with one down here. 57's off tomorrow, Tuesday, back at Curry Field in Regina. Curry Field has been a tough part to win in. Last year it certainly was, but this year, 2 for 3 there, Swift Current is. Regina doesn't lose there very often. Their first 2 losses of the season at Curry Field to the Swift Current 57's as Holen takes. And it's a 3-0 count now with 1 away and Meg Deach on deck. Three and one now. Three and one. Ball up the middle, charged at short. Campbell, 6-3. They get him for the second out. Ryan McDeach 0 for 1 with a run scored and a walk.
He's our Molson beer batter. If he gets out, it's 2 beers for $8 down in the Park Hotel Beer Gardens.
Two away, Meg Deach. First pitch fastball right down the pipe. We're about to see pitch number 80 of the ball game from Ethan Soroka. And that pitch curves outside, 1-1 the count. So 80 pitches to get through 3 1/3 for Soroka. Both pitchers have been forced to throw a few today. In the first inning and a half, 8 runs in this contest. 2-1 to Meg Deach with 2 down. Meg Deach with one of the hottest bats in all the land coming into today. 2-1. And he puts lumber to baseball, and that could be extra bases. Meg Deach rounds first. The big guy's chugging to second base. Helmet off, sliding in, face first. He's safe. Mug Deach, magnificent. Mug double.
Number 21, John Seachin.
So an offensive spark again provided by the native of Beamsville, Ontario, Ryan McDeach. Now John Seachin to take a turn with Toby Allred on deck. Seachin takes strike one. So runner in scoring position for the 57's, trying to pad their 4-run lead here, top of the 4th. Seachin. 2 pitches where he's thought about a swing, 2 takes, and 1-1 the count. Seachin 1 for 2 and a pair of runs batted in this game. RBI opportunity, 2 away though. Melendez lines up outside. And Seachin slaps that into left. McDeach being sent home, bobbled in left field. And the 57's get one in. Seachin able to move to second base as that ball was mishandled in left by Zadunik. McDeach comes in to score. 57's now with a 5-run lead. Roses are red, violets are blue. We got 7, they got 2. DH Toby Allred now is
Stoppage in play brought to you by Western Dodge.
visit on the mound, Richard Sorensen.
Number 11, Toby Allred.
Manager of the Mills out to have a chat with his young pitcher. Toby Allred. With a Weyburn loss and a 57's win today, that would put Swift ahead of Weyburn in the standings. As of right now, as of this moment, Weyburn losing today. The Beavers 25-13, 57's 27-15. So if Swift can hang on today, they'll have 3 more wins, but the Beavers with games in hand. Regina Red Sox 29-12. As of 5:15 on July the 21st, Regina 2.5 games ahead of the 57's and Beavers. As discussed earlier, don't see Moose Jaw really moving up or down much between now and the end of the season as Toby Allred checks swing, and that one may pay dividends here. Nope, Gallagher able to make a great athletic play and track that baseball down for the 4-3. Seachin is stranded, but not before he brought home Ryan Megdich. 7-2 lead for the 57's.
At the Hearing Place, we're making a positive difference in the lives of our clients' hearing health. We are a full-time, fully licensed hearing health care facility. Our goal is to improve and maintain our clients' hearing health with personal attention and ongoing support. As an audiologist with more than 15 years' experience, I work with clients of all ages, including toddlers and newborns. This is not only my vocation, but my passion. When you come into the Hearing Place, you will receive a complete diagnostic hearing evaluation using state-of-the-art equipment. We talk about the specific reasons for your visit and the hearing situations you find most difficult. We then discuss the hearing options that are right for you, your budget, and your lifestyle. The end goal is to ensure you leave with the knowledge and confidence about your future of hearing health. The Hearing Place. For more information, visit www.thehearingplace.ca.
All right, loving the Trooper.
Leading off the 4th inning for the Miller Express, number 7, Cole Workin.
57's second best team ERA in the SEAB as of today. And Swift Current moving up the ranks in terms of team batting average as well, now hitting .273 as a unit. Miller Express opposition hitting .267 as a group. Team ERA, though, a little bit further down the list. As 4th from the bottom, they allow an average of 5.05 runs a game. So bottom of the 4th, here we are. Cole Workin at the plate. He's an all-star, as he was part of the festivities in Edmonton. Connor Sparks, 3 innings of work thus far. 62 pitches for Sparks. Ground ball, Crumweedy and Keel right on target. 6-3. Workin retired. Brendan Gallagher to the plate.
11, Blake Gallagher.
Or Blake Gallagher. Brendan Gallagher's a hockey player. I got to figure that out. Sparks, 3 1/3 innings of work. He's allowed 4 hits. 2 earned runs, striking 03 and walking 2. Gallagher will be his 16th BF. Paints the outside corner, righty on righty here. Blake Gallagher with family in the stands. The native of New Brunswick, who was just announced here to applause in Moose Jaw. Check swing, Gallagher. Gallagher 1-2 count with 1 down. Called strike 3, got him. And righty on righty, just a bit off the plate, is looking like it's becoming a bit more consistent as this game gets longer.
Number 16, Tucker Zadunik.
So Tucker Zadunik now to take a turn. Called. Sparks a 2-run first, but has settled down since. Breaking ball. 1-1. Zadunik, number 8 in Moose Jaw's batting order. Sparks. Fastball up. Nope. 3-1. There we go. 2 away. Ooh. Where'd that miss? Walk issued to Zadunik.
Number 19, Marcus Melendez.
Graham Cherry prepping in the 57's bullpen right now. As number 9 hitter Marcus Melendez with 2 out and 1 on. Fastball out for ball 1. One out. Strike called. Righty on righty. Outside part of the plate. Sparks will try again, I bet. Yep, low and away. Melendez swinging defensively. 1-2. One-two pitch with 2 down. Breaking ball. Spins a curveball. And that'll do it. Miller Express end up stranding 1 here. 4 in the books. Top of 5 coming up. 57 still with a 7-2 lead.
Today, the world's booming population looms like a storm on the horizon. Some forecast another 2 billion mouths to feed by the year 2050. Whatever tomorrow brings, one company will be fully prepared for it. Introducing Nutrien, an agricultural leader that brings Potash Corp and Agrium together. Now the largest combined producer of potash, nitrogen, and phosphate, Nutrien offers an unparalleled distribution platform, including more than 1,500 local farm centers and generations of farming expertise, all of which can help farmers produce more per acre. Together, we provide products that are from the earth and for the earth. Nutrien, feeding the future.
Welcome back to Moose Jaw. The Friendly City, as it's often referred to as. Also, recent branding initiatives call it Canada's most notorious city, as there was some work that Al Capone, the famed U.S. gangster, used to do in Moose Jaw back in the day. The tunnels of Moose Jaw, big tourist attraction here.
Selling the Bugsy's 50/50 tickets in the stand. Should be a good draw. Make sure to get your tickets for that. Leading off
57's.
for the 57's, number 28, Jack Lombardi.
Lombardi to the plate right now. 57's with a notoriously good afternoon thus far. 7-2 they lead it, top of the fifth inning. 57's propelled by 8 hits to the Miller Express 4. And Swift has also kept Moose Jaw accountable for 2 errors they've made today. First pitch to Jack Lombardi is ball 1. Top of the fifth is where we find ourselves. 1-0 count to the Illinois native. Kelowna's Ethan Soroka induces a foul ball that's hit towards Caribou Street in Moose Jaw.
Premium Home and Auto Glass, reminder to bring those baseballs back to the Energuard ticket window.
Lombardi, ground ball, fouled the other way. One, two. Breaking ball, good take from Jack. Evening things out at 2-2. Lombardi with a run batted in this game. Sac fly RBI. 8-9-1 due up for Swift with Lombardi at the plate now. Callan Schwabe on deck. .93rd pitch of the game by Soroka, who's worked 4 innings thus far. 94. Full count pitch. Lombardi, that's heading foul and will escape into the 57's bullpen, where we did see Graham Cherry warming up. Full count to Lombardi leading off here. Soroka, ground ball, 5-6 gap. Lombardi pounds that through. 6 pitch at bat.
Number 47, Callan Schwabe.
Ends with pitch number 7 being drilled through the 5-6 gap. Lombardi on with a leadoff single. Callan Schwabe to take a turn now. Schwabe 0 for 2 this game. Keel Crumweedy on deck. One 0 count. One and one to the outfielder, Schwabe. Graham Cherry continuing to limber up in the 57's bullpen. We may see him come out in the bottom of the 5th here. Lombardi in motion. They tried to pick him off, and he's going to get caught in a rundown. And they're calling him on the balk. Oh, that's going to bring Richard Sorensen out for sure. Ethan Soroka called on the balk, the lefty, as Lombardi stands safely at second base.
Hey, Angel, the game's about the players, not you. Was he already leaning towards home? I imagine that's his case.
Getting rowdy at Ross Wells here after Lombardi awarded second base on the balk call to young Ethan Soroka. So 1-1 the count. Complexion of this at bat to Callan Schwabe changes. And Melendez, runner on at second, is just going to make sure he's on the same page with Soroka when it comes to signals here. I would imagine that's what they're talking about. Soroka closing in on 100 pitches on the afternoon, 97 as of right now. Pitch number 98, the 1-1. And Schwabe hits that into the outfield. Marriott makes the catch, and he'll get that in a hurry. Lombardi thought about tagging up, but he'll stay put. And now the top of the order in Kiel, Crumweedy. Kiel's third summer in Swift. He's eligible for one more. Soroka. 98th pitch of the game, fouled by Crumweedy down the third base line. Gets a strike. Elvin Alamo on deck. Soroka pitching to Marcus Melendez. Darryl Dahl at first. Blake Gallagher at second. Zach Campbell at short. Jody McDougall at third. Tucker Zadunik in left. Eric Marriott in center. Mike Borst in right field. Cole Warkin DHing. League All-Star. Breaking ball. That hops away from Melendez. And Jack Lombardi will opportunistically gallop to third base. One away and a 1-1 count in the 57's, leading 7-2. And Jack Lombardi just a few feet away now. Lombardi getting second on that balk. Crumweedy pops it up. Melendez makes the catch. Ball twists and turns in the air. Indeed.
Number 22, Elvin Alamo.
Elvin Alamo, who's 2 for 3 with a couple runs scored now. The KG young man from Bayamon, Puerto Rico, 2 down. 7-2 lead for the 57's, 9 hits propelling Swift Current's offense. Breaking ball, good pitch, Soroka. As Soroka eclipses the 100 pitch mark for the afternoon. He's given the Miller Express 4.2. Busy schedule. Oh, 2 pitch with 2 down. Outside. Good take by Alamo. Lefty on lefty. Soroka trying to get Elvin to chase out of the zone. Braden Eckhout on deck. Ground ball, Alamo. Gallagher hops up on him. He settles down, gets the throw to first in time, and Lombardi will be left stranded after a few adventures on the base paths. Top of the 5th is done. One stranded. 7-2, the lead remains. Bottom of 5 coming right at you.
Solutions, says Caitlin makes her. Collision, but it was a tight race. You're going to qualify, come back later this
Welcome back to Swift Current 57's baseball in Moose Jaw. Graham Cherry in to pitch now for the 57's as Sparks went 4 innings, allowing 4 hits, 2 earned runs. Striking out 5 and walking 3 amongst the 18 batters that he faced. So Graham Cherry deployed, some mid-inning relief. Graham Cherry entering the game, the native of Millerville, Alberta. 11 appearances, 1 start on the year for Cherry. It was here in Moose Jaw, actually, that 1 start. 26 innings of work, 37 hits, 13 strikeouts to just 3 walks. So Cherry, a guy that doesn't walk a lot of guys, only 3 in 26 innings of work. He's 2-0 on the year with a save and a 3.11 ERA. He's got the top of the order to deal with, and Marriott's going to bunt that right to Ryan McDeach for the first out.
Number 28, Zach Campbell.
Infielder Zach Campbell, the second baseman. Run scored. Lefty on lefty matchup here as Cherry. First pitch fastball pounds the zone, strike one. One and one. Cherry. Breaking ball, 2-1. 27 wins on the year for the 57's. Bullpen has been solid for Swift Current as there's a fly ball to Callan Schwabe for the second out.
I'll give it to you, no interruption. And you're home, on the phone.
Number 3, Michael Borst.
Michael Borst. Borst 1 for 2 with a run scored. Strikeout, .366 average on the year. First pitch Borst inside, just above the shoes, as Cherry. 73 miles an hour, changeup, strike by Borst. Borst again, swing and a miss on the Cherry offering. One, two. And strike three. Cherry enjoying the fruits of his labor as he strikes out a tough out in Borst. 5 innings in the books. Top of 6 coming up. Still a 7-2 57's lead.
And now, a message from your stomach.
Hey, the workday's over and it's time to eat, and I need some real good food. Some real good food from Houston Pizza. They've got savory ribs, souvlaki, steak, chicken, Greek or Caesar salad, and of course, that delicious pizza. Everything's made fresh daily. For dine-in, pickup, or delivery at Houston Pizza, you get real good food.
Houston Pizza's got lots of real good food.
This webcast of Swift Current 57's Baseball brought to you by Living Sky Casino, Nutrien Ag Solutions, The Hearing Place, the Coast Hotel in Swift Current, the official host hotel of the Swift Current 57's, Houston Pizza, Saskatchewan Abilities Council Swift Current Branch, and the World Under-17 Hockey Challenge, coming to Swift Current and Medicine Hat this November. Get early bird tickets until June 18th at tickets.scbroncos.com.
All right, good to have you back here for Swift Current 57's baseball. Ethan Soroka is out. 5 innings of work, 9 hits, 7 runs, 6 of them earned. He struck out 4 and walked 1, facing 29 batters. Nick Falco into pitch now for the Miller Express. Falco 9 appearances, all but 1 in relief. 15 2/3 innings work. He has a 9-29 strikeout to walk ratio, 1-1 on the year with a 9.19 earned run average. So he'll look to even that ratio up a little bit at the expense of the 57's, who are going to go Eckhout, Holen, McDeach 3-4-5. So Falco into pitch. Both starters exit after 5. Soroka going 5, Sparks going 4 before giving way to Graham Cherry. Quick meeting on the mound here by Falco and Melendez. Nick Falco pitching to Marcus Melendez. Darryl Dahl at first, Blake Gallagher at second, Zach Campbell at short, Jordy McDougall at third base. Top of the 6th inning, 7-2 lead for the 57's. First pitch fastball from Falco, righty on righty into Echout, 86 on the gun, and ball 1 on the scoreboard.
On the mound for the Millers, number 27, Nick Falco.
2-0 count to Echout. Fastball right across the plate. Steady diet of heat for Braden Echout as he leads off for the 57's. 5-run lead for Swift Current. 7-2 the score. Echout goes oppo. Mike Borst, right fielder, makes the catch, 1 down.
Number 40, Tanner Holland.
Holland, first pitch, fastball out. Falco fastball. 1-1 with 1 down. Holland today 2 for 3 with a couple runs batted in. Breaking ball out. 2-1 now to Tanner with Ryan Megdeach on deck. Megdeach 1 for 2 with 2 runs scored. Doubled the last time he was up. Holland opposite field shot. That's hit back. Borst chasing after it. Off the wall. Holland rounding first, galloping to second base. Throw is just off target, and Holland hangs on for dear life as he slid around the tag. That's just great baseball right there, as Holland with a well-hit double. But once again, Borst showcasing that arm strength and right. And the Miller Express come real close to getting Tanner Holland.
$8 in the Park Hotel Beer Gardens.
So Holland around the tag, sliding in and almost hanging on to second base, as his forward momentum almost carried him off the bag. Good hitting, great throw, good base running. As Ryan Megdeach, 1-0 count. Top of the 6th, 7-2 lead Swift. Hopper over top of Melendez. Holland to third. One away. For the 57's to score Holland, there's a few ways this could go down. We'll see if Megdeach and his .356 batting average can help deliver here. Fly ball. Center field, Marriott makes the catch. Holland tags up, Marriott throws. Holland goes back to third.
That's an out by our beer batter. 2 beers for $8 down in
2
the
away.
Park Hotel Beer Gardens. Number 21, John Seachin.
Shooting beer. Popular place in Moose Jaw. Meg Deach bringing a smile to the face of the beer-drinking masses of the friendly city of Moose Jaw moments ago. John Seachin. Strike called. Seachin's having a game, 2 for 3 and 3 runs batted in. 57's with a 7-2 lead, 3 of those courtesy Seachin. Breaking ball, righty on righty. 1-1 with 2 down. Tanner Holand double and moving to third on the wild pitch. Nice job by Melendez to block that 1-1. Two and one. Fastball. Called strike, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away with Toby Allred on deck. Two down in the top of the 6th. Seachin battling, fouling it back. Seachin, ground ball, hit hard to short, and a one hopper gets him in time. Nice play by Campbell on the backhand, forehand, 6-3, and one stranded. Holding with a double and left out at third base. Bottom of 6 coming up, still a 5-run lead for the 57's at 7-2.
Today, the world's booming population looms like a storm on the horizon. Some forecast another 2 billion mouths to feed by the year 2050. Whatever tomorrow brings, one company will be fully prepared for it. Introducing Nutrien, an agricultural leader that brings Potash Corp and Agrium together. Now the largest combined producer of potash, nitrogen, and phosphate, Nutrien offers an unparalleled distribution platform, including more than 1,500 local farm centers and generations of farming expertise, all of which can help farmers produce more per acre. Together, we provide products that are from the earth and for the earth. Nutrien, feeding the future.
At the Hearing Place, we're making a positive difference in the lives of our clients' hearing health. We are a full-time, fully licensed hearing health care facility. Our goal is to improve and maintain our clients' hearing health with personal attention and ongoing support. As an audiologist with more than 15 years' experience, I work with clients of all ages, including toddlers and newborns. This is not only my vocation, but my passion. When you come into the Hearing Place, you will receive a complete diagnostic hearing evaluation using state-of-the-art equipment. We talk about the specific reasons for your visit and the hearing situations you find most difficult. We then discuss the hearing options that are right for you, your budget, and your lifestyle. The end goal is to ensure you leave with the knowledge and confidence about your future of hearing health. The Hearing Place. For more information, visit www.thehearingplace.ca.
We're back with more 57's baseball. Darryl Dahl leading off, already behind 0-2 to Graham Cherry as we come back from commercial in the Moose Jaw Miller Express. Dahl, McDougall, Workin. 0-2 pitch. Graham Cherry out of Millerville, Alberta, tries to paint the outside corner and get Dahl to chase out of the zone there a little bit. 1-2. Now 2-2. A couple pitches off the plate. Lefty versus lefty here. As the southpaw Graham Cherry, his second inning of work here. Struck out 1 in the 3 that he faced last inning. Check swing. Did he go? He sure did. Strike 3, and that'll do it for Dahl.
Come get your duds in order, 'cause we're bound across the water. Heave away, ye jollies, heave away.
Number 17, Jordy McDougall.
One down for League All-Star Jordy McDougall. Dahl, McDougall, Workin on the agenda for Graham Cherry in the 57's. Ground ball, and Cherry will river dance that to first base. 2 away.
All these damn chains, modern slavery. But this ain't 1800, so they pay me. Yeah.
Number 7, Cole Workin.
Workin 1 for 2 with a pair of runs batted in. 349 average on the year for Workin. First pitch strike. Graham Cherry confidently dealing here, working 1.2 innings thus far. Workin fly ball center field. That one might drop in, and yeah, just in front of Kalen Schwabe and over the head of Keel Crumweedy. 2-out shot by Workin here in the bottom of the 6th with his team trailing 7-2. Blake Gallagher, who's 0 for 2.
Number 11, Blake Gallagher.
Four scoreless half innings in a game that looked like it might turn into a track meet early. 4-2 after 1 in this one. 6-2 after 2, now 7-2. Gallagher.
Foul ball brought to you by Premium Home and
1-1.
Auto Glass. Reminder again, they are property of the Miller Express. Bring those back to the Enter Guard ticket window. Runner on at first. Cherry deploys fastball. 2-1. Graham didn't miss by much. Now 3-1. Three-one pitch. Ground ball. Eckhout charges. Throws to first. Great play, 5-3. Braden Eckhout, so sound at third base. On the Winmar scoreboard, no runs, 1 hit, no errors.
He makes tough plays look easy. Eckhout does. 6 in the books. Top of 7 coming up. 7-2.
Today, the world's booming population looms like a storm on the horizon. Some forecast another 2 billion mouths to feed by the year 2050. Whatever tomorrow brings, one company will be fully prepared for it. Introducing Nutrien, an agricultural leader that brings Potash Corp and Agrium together. Now the largest combined producer of potash, nitrogen, and phosphate, Nutrien offers an unparalleled distribution platform, including more than 1,500 local farm centers and generations of farming expertise, all of which can help farmers produce more per acre. Together, we provide products that are from the earth and for the earth. Nutrien, feeding the future.
All right, welcome back. Sorry for not showing you the last half inning. Had a shattered field monitor early today, so kind of going by feel more than what we're able to see here as Toby Allred steps up. Allred, Lombardi, and Schwabe do up. 1-0 count to Allred. Top of the 7th. (2-0) to Toby. Jack Lombardi on deck. Also Callan Schwabe, 7-8-9 due up here. Allred, shot to left field. Foul territory.
Brought to you by Premium Home and Auto Glass.
Just over top of the Moose Jaw Miller Express bullpen. Nobody working out in the 57's pen right now. Graham Cherry on in middle relief. 2 innings of work thus far. He's allowed a hit and struck out 2 in the 7 batters that he's faced over 2 innings. Allred, fly ball, another foul ball headed towards the Swifty peeps. Is that Matthew from Weyburn in the shot there? Rider hat. Day off for the Weyburn Beavers today, so one of their super volunteers, Matthew, is here checking this one out. Oh.
Last call, Bugsy's 50-50. Last call, Bugsy's 50-50. See Tam selling in the stand.
Toby Allred hammering that baseball into the backstop where it's going to live for the foreseeable future. Two and two after a pair of foul balls. That one's hit a little straighter. Center field, Marriott. One down.
Number 28, Jack Lombardi.
Number 8 hitter in the lineup is Jack Lombardi. Callan Schwabe on deck. One down. Light breeze, very light breeze at Roswell's Park. Lombardi up the middle. Gallagher throws to first, not in time, and off the bag. Infield single for Lombardi. 24 degrees Celsius right now, 76 Fahrenheit. Wind just barely bringing any life to the flags. A slight breeze towards right field here. As Callan Schwabe 0 for 3 this afternoon. Number 9 hitter, Keel Crumweedy on deck. Lombardi at first. Oof, fastball out. One out. Fastball up, snap throw over to first. Lombardi safe. Melendez and Dahl trying to erase Lombardi from this equation. 2-0 count now to Schwabe. Lombardi in a limited sample size when it comes to stolen bases, just 0 for 1. This is his 7th game with the 57's. Roster deadline of July 15th. And the 57's, who were pretty banged up going into that, bringing in the services of Sechin, Lombardi, and Navarro. As Schwabe takes a walk. So 2 on, and but 1 away here, facing Nick Falco, top of the order, and Keel Crumweedy, with Elvin Alamo on deck. Crumweedy, first pitch take, strike 1. Bronx cheer for the home plate umpire here in Moose Jaw. 1-1 with one away. 2 on for Crumweedy to work with here. 57's day off tomorrow. Roadie to Regina Tuesday, in Weyburn Wednesday, before hosting the Medicine Hat Mavericks at home. Swift Current back in Moose Jaw on Friday as Crumweedy 1-2 the count. Due to a wedding in our webcasting family, we won't be able to bring you that Friday game in Moose Jaw. Crumweedy shot to center field. That may be trouble. That's hit back over the head of Marriott. At least one is going to come in to score here. Crumweedy stands up with the double. Pumping the brakes at third is Schwabe, and scoring is Lombardi. Keel Crumweedy. Double to center field, scoring one. And the lead is now 6 for the 57's. It's 8-2 here in the top of the 7th with one away, and Elvin Alamo at the plate. Pair of runners in scoring position for Elvin. Alamo 2 for 4 with a couple runs scored this game. And Alamo spanks that ball into the outfield. 2 are going to come in to score here. Alamo's going to round first and scamper to second base. It'll be a double for Alamo as 2 come in. 57's hit double digits, and 10-2 the score.
Number 6, Braden Eckhout.
Eckhout, who's 1 for 3 and has touched home plate twice to take a turn now. As Blake Gallagher's just going to have some quick words with Falco. Three runs, 7th, and counting. Falco, breaking ball. Strike to Eckhout. Breaking ball. Strike called. 10-2 the score. Strike zone might be getting a bit chubbier here in the 7th. Catcher lines up off the plate. Eckhout, strike 3, 2 away.
Number 40, Tanner Holland.
Holland with 3 hits today, a couple runs batted in. 4 RBI performance yesterday for Holland. Two more today, so 6 RBI in the last 24 hours for Tanner. One hopper off the plate. Ball 1 with 2 down, and Elvin Alamo at second. Another breaking ball. Two away. Ryan McDeach on deck. A 3-0 count to Holland. Empty bag at first here. Moose Jaw limbering up Jack Gamba out of Vallejo, California, as Holland walks. And Mugdeach now to the plate, who's been Mug Dangerous in the month of July.
Number 5, Ryan Nagdish. He's our Molson beer batter. If he gets out, it's 2 beers for $8.
1 for 3 with a couple runs scored today. Also a walk for Mugdeach, now hitting .353 on the year. Righty versus lefty, 2-on here. John Seachin standing by. He's on deck. Two and one, the count to Mugdeach as Falco finds the zone after walking Holen. Mugdeach, fly ball, center field, 2 away. Marriott makes the catch, and that'll do it for the 57's. Swift Current puts up 3 in their half of the 7th. To the bottom of that 7th inning we go. 10-2 lead, 57's. Graham Cherry getting set for another inning of work on the mound as we bird dance here in Moose Jaw. Fun fact, here in Saskatchewan, a wedding isn't considered to be official until after the bird dance is played at the reception. True story. It's not official until the bird dance plays.
Leading off the Millers' 7th inning is number 16, Tucker Zadunik.
Tucker Zadunik, bottom of the 7th. Little 7th inning stretch bird dance action. Graham Cherry likes this matchup, lefty on lefty. Oh, maybe not so much. Zadunik spanks that into left field off the wall. Lombardi corrals it in right, and the throw not quite in time, but a good arm by Lombardi. One hopper to Crumweedy. The hometown fans like that. 10-2 the score as Marcus Melendez, catcher, to the plate.
Marcus Melendez.
I see somebody very large and left-handed prepping in the 57's bullpen. That's a ways away. I'm going to guess that's Finnegan Duffield. My eyes aren't quite what they used to be, but... Oh yeah, there's Finnegan limbering up here. Runner on at second, nobody down. Graham Cherry. 2 innings of work thus far for the lefty. 1-1 the count. Cherry, 2 innings of work. He's allowed 2 hits thus far, striking out a pair 8 BF. As Marcus Melendez, who's 1 for 2, striking out once. Fastball up. Sun bright in the southwestern sky. It's supper time here in Moose Jaw. 2-1. Fly ball. Center field. Callan Schwabe has a look at where he is in relation to the wall. Makes the catch. Lefty versus lefty here. Ground ball. That's fouled. Nothing in 1 the count. Foul down the first base line. Shot to Elvin Alamo. A run's going to come in to score. 57's will get the 4-3. But Zadunik comes in to score. A double. Advance to third on the sac fly RBI, and then that ground ball out. And the deficit for the Miller Express is now 7 as they get a run on here in the bottom of the 7th inning. That bird dance just fired them up. Zach Campbell takes in this lefty on lefty encounter. 1-0. Line drive foul. Spray chart in these lefty on lefty encounters with Graham Cherry. Everything going to the right side here. Graham across the plate. 1-2 the count now. 2 down. Strike 3. That'll do it. Mills get one back here. 7 innings in the books. 10-3 the score, favoring the 57's.
On 1 hit, no errors, and none left on base.
And now a message from your stomach.
Hey, the workday's over and it's time to eat, and I need some real good food. Some real good food from Houston Pizza. They've got savory ribs, souvlaki, steak, chicken, Greek or Caesar salad, and of course that delicious pizza. Everything's made fresh daily. For dine-in, pickup, or delivery at Houston Pizza, you get real good food.
Houston Pizza's got lots of real good food.
This webcast of Swift Current 57's Baseball brought to you by Living Sky Casino, Nutrien Ag Solutions, The Hearing Place, the Coast Hotel in Swift Current, the official host hotel of the Swift Current 57's, Houston Pizza, Saskatchewan Abilities Council Swift Current Branch, and the World Under-17 Hockey Challenge, coming to Swift Current and Medicine Hat this November. Get early bird tickets until June 18th at tickets.scbroncos.com.
Leading off for the 57's, number 21, John Sechin.
John Sechin leading off for Swift Currents. Toby Allred on deck. Going scoreboard watching around the league. Lethbridge Bulls with a 2-1 win on the Edmonton Prospects earlier today in the first of 2 games between those two, as Sechin wears one. John will take first in painful fashion here. Second game between the Prospects and Bulls, a 7-1 win for the Prospects. So those two teams jockeying for position in the Western standings trade a win today. Okotoks in Melville for a pair. They beat the Millionaires 5-1 in the first of those two. And in the top of the 6th in Game 2, the Dogs with a 4-0 lead on the Millionaires. So Okotoks potentially could take 2 out of Melville today. Fort McMurray in Regina. Earlier today, Sox with a 4-2 win on the Giants. Brooks Bombers doing Regina and Swift a solid with a 6-4 win over the Weyburn Beavers today in Brooks. One could certainly brand that an upset. Brooks bottom of the Western standings. Top of the 6th, though, in game number 2 in Brooks, Weyburn with an 8-0 lead on the Bombers. One and one the count. Two and one to Allred. John Seachin, who was hit by a stray breaking ball on at first. Toby, line drive into left field. Seachin advances to second. As Allred takes a 2-1 fastball, pounds it into the outfield, setting the table for Jack Lombardi. Top of the 8th, nobody out. Jack Lombardi, 8th in the 57's batting order. A shout-out back in Swifty to the legend known as Butter, Jamie LeBlanc, checking in on the 57's webcast today. I know in injury-riddled times, Butter offered some of his expertise to 57's coach Joe Carnahan and some of the players that were a little nicked up. 57's looking to make it 7 in a row. So Butters had his hand in this recent winning streak as well. 1-1 the count. Breaking ball called strike. 1-2 the count. Curveball from Falco. One, two. One hopper. Runners will advance. Allred a little slow getting out of the blocks, but he makes it to second in time. Toby back in the lineup. When he runs, his stride still not quite as smooth as it was prior to being injured. Still seeing the ball real well, though. Lombardi fouls that towards Caribou Street and Moose Jaw. Toby 1 for 3 with an RBI. Lombardi at the plate now. Callan Schwabe on deck. 2-2 the count to Lombardi. Fastball away. Here comes Seachin. Slides in safe in the 57's. Get their 8-run lead back. 11-3 the score. Full count now to Lombardi as well. Toby Allred moves to third. Lombardi, right field. Borst charges. Catch is made. Allred stays put as Borst Herculean throw.
Number 47, Kalen Schwabe.
Callan Schwabe to the plate with one down. Schwabe with all red at third. Strike one. Mid-80s heat from Falco. Schwabe, nice piece of hitting as he goes into right field. Schwabe stops at first. Allred comes in to score. 57's now with a 9-run lead. 12-3 RBI from Schwabe.
Number 18, Keel Crumweedy.
Top of the order in Keel Crumweedy. As Falco first pitch to Keel, fouls that off. Nothing in one, the count to Crumweedy with one down. 12-3, 57's lead at breaking ball. Outside, 1-1. Breaking ball. Good pitch and strike two. 12-6 strike zone. One, two. Fastball up, 2-2. Called strike three as Crumweedy looking at that pitch over the plate.
Number 22, Alvin Alamo.
El Alamo. 3 hits today. 2 runs scored and 2 runs batted in. 3 for 5 thus far is Alamo. Schwabe on at first. 2 runs for the 57's thus far in the top of the 8th in this 12-3 ball game. 57's trying to win their 7th in a row here. Last loss precisely 1 week ago. 7-5 matinee decision in Lethbridge. Curveball 1-0 to Alamo. Swinging strike, 2-1 now. Fastball just off the plate. 3-1 the count now. 57's day off tomorrow. It's going to be a showdown in Regina on Tuesday. Swift Current winning the last 3 meetings between those two teams. 57's first team to beat Regina at home this year. They've done it twice.
So we were the only ones that noticed the black. Oh, of course, but they had a bunch of people. Well, no, they wouldn't notice now.
3-2 with 2 down. Pitches outside. Alamo will take a walk, as he tends to do. And now Braden Eckhout.
Number 6, Braden Eck.
Runners on at first and second, 2 away here. A 4:05 start this afternoon. Finnegan Duffield continues to warm up in the 57's bullpen as Alamo puts a charge into that ball, or pardon me, Echout does, hits it into the outfield. Schwabe heading home, as does Elvin Alamo. Oh, we might have a close play at the plate here. And Alamo, after that great throw from Marriott at center field, out at home. 1 run does come in to score, though. And the 57's now with a 10-run lead, 13-3, prior to that 8-2. So a 3-run 8th for the 57's. Bottom of 8 straight ahead.
Today, the world's booming population looms like a storm on the horizon. Some forecast another 2 billion mouths to feed by the year 2050. Whatever tomorrow brings, one company will be fully prepared for it. Introducing Nutrien, an agricultural leader that brings Potash Corp and Agrium together. Now the largest combined producer of potash, nitrogen, and phosphate, Nutrien offers an unparalleled distribution platform, including more than 1,500 local farm centers and generations of farming expertise, all of which can help farmers produce more per acre. Together, we provide products that are from the earth and for the earth. Nutrien, feeding the future.
And welcome back to Swift Current 57's baseball. Finnegan Duffield into pitch now for Swift. Graham Cherry going 3 innings, allowing 2 hits. An earned run, he struck out 3 whilst facing 11. Duffield, 6'6" right-handed pitcher, or pardon me, left-handed pitcher out of Edmonton. 11 appearances, all in relief, 14 innings of work, 21-10 strikeout to walk ratio. Duffield 0-1 on the year with a 5.02 earned run average.
Reminder as well, the Astro jersey auction ends after the final outs in this inning.
57's with a 10-run lead. 13-3, 16 hits today by the 57's.
Leading off the 8th inning for the Miller Express, number 20, Alex Arenzik.
So a former member of the 57's, Alex Arenzik, in now. Hitting where Mike Borst was in the lineup. First pitch take by Arenzik. Now swings. 1-1. Bottom of the 8th inning. Swinging strike. Fastball from Duffield. So the 57's go lefty-lefty after right-handed pitcher Sparks started. Finnegan Duffield, 90 miles an hour on that fastball to Arenzik. Sits him down.
Pitching for Swift Current, number 50, Finnegan Duffield. At the plate, number 6, Andreas Garza.
Andreas Garza hitting where Dahl was in the lineup. So the 57's up 10 here. Few guys getting a turn here for the Miller Express. 91 on that offering from Finnegan. He's dealing today. Nothing at 2, the count. Duffield to Garza. Garza hitting .306 on the year out of Bakersfield, California. Duffield, 91 on that pitch. Duffield takes something off that pitch, gives the change at 81, and 2 down.
Come get your duds in order, 'cause we're bound across the water. Heave away, me jollies, heave away.
Number 17, Jordy McDougal.
Duffield's got some velo today. Consistently 91 on that fastball. Nothing in 2. And again goes change with 2 strikes. McDougal gets a small piece and redirects that ball into the gear of Holen. Strike 3 sits him down. Duffield comes in and brings some heat.
On the Winmar scoreboard, no runs, no hits.
8
no
innings
errors,
in the books.
13-3.
13-3, 57's lead it.
That half inning
At
brought
the
to you
Hearing
by
Place, we're making a positive difference in the lives of our clients' hearing health. We are a full-time, fully licensed hearing health care facility. Our goal is to improve and maintain our clients' hearing health with personal attention and ongoing support. As an audiologist with more than 15 years' experience, I work with clients of all ages, including toddlers and newborns. This is not only my vocation, but my passion. When you come into the Hearing Place, you will receive a complete diagnostic hearing evaluation using state-of-the-art equipment. We talk about the specific reasons for your visit and the hearing situations you find most difficult. We then discuss the hearing options that are right for you, your budget, and your lifestyle. The end goal is to ensure you leave with the knowledge and confidence about your future of hearing health. The Hearing Place. For more information, visit www.thehearingplace.ca.
New pitcher for the Miller Express is Jack Gamba. Comes in wearing number 26 out of Minot State. Just wrapped up his senior year from Vallejo, California. 6'1", 170. Gamba, 11 appearances, all in relief. 12.2 innings of work. He's allowed 11 hits, a 17-1 strikeout to walk ratio. He's 1-0 with 4 saves, and a spotless ERA thus far. So Gamba brought into work here. Not a usual situation for him to be working.
Number 26, Jack Gamba.
As Gamba normally utilized in a closer role.
For the 57's, number 40, Tanner Holen.
Holen 3 for 4 with a pair of RBI. 13-3, 57's lead. 9th inning. Top of the 9, 13-3. Gamba, right-handed pitcher. Strike to Holen. Off the plate with that offering, 1-1. Gamba to Melendez. Gallagher moves to first. Campbell to second. Garza to short. McDougall to third. Outfield is Zadunik, Marriott, and Renzik. One and two. Gamba. Strike three gets Holen. One away.
Can't touch this.
Number 5, Ryan Magdish. He's our beer batter. If he gets out, it's 2 beers for $8 down to the Park Hotel Beer Garden.
Magdish 1 for 4 with a couple runs scored and a walk. Right-handed pitcher Gamba at 3/4 delivery. Strike to Magdish. Swinging strike. The 0-2, Gamba. One hopper. It's a big hop into the backstop. Count now 1 and 2 with one down. 10-run lead for the 57's. Magdish, ground ball up the middle, single for the big fella. His second hit of the ball game. As he continues to hit at a respectable pace in this 57's winning streak. July's been a good month for Magdish. 2 for 5 this afternoon. Now up to .355 on the season for his average. John Sechin, who's got 3 RBI, 2 for 4, and a run scored. Pitch down to Sechin. Sechin goes oppo. Renzik zeroes in on that ball and makes the catch. Magdish retreats back to first. Second out of the top of the 9th.
Number 11, Toby Allred.
Allred 1 for 3 thus far with an RBI and a run scored. Strike 1 to Toby. One and one. Allred ground ball. Hit to third. McDougall connects via the 5-3, and that'll do it for the 57's. They leave one stranded. Bottom of the 9th coming up.
One left on base, 13-3 for Swift Current.
The lead is 10. Finnegan Duffield likely out to see if he can lock it down for the 57's. Bottom of 9, straight ahead. Up-tempo country music takes us to the bottom of the ninth. Designated hitter Cole Workin, Blake Gallagher, and Tucker Zadunik.
Number 7, Cole Workin.
Those three are the assignment for Finnegan Duffield and the 57's defense, barring any substitutions. 13-3 the lead for the 57's. Duffield, strike one. Going right after Workin. Finnegan Duffield, an inning of work so far, entering his second inning tonight. 79 miles an hour, taking something off that pitch, and Workin swinging out in front of it. And Workin, line drive, just past the outstretched glove of Elvin Alamo. Millers get one on here. First hit of the game off Duffield.
11, Blake Gallagher.
Blake Gallagher here in the bottom of the ninth. Runner on at first for him to work with. 13-3 lead for the 57. 16 hits today by Swift Current. Swinging strike by Gallagher. Fouled off, strike two.
Foul ball for Premium Home and Auto Glass.
Our next webcast is going to be Tuesday night in Regina, 7:05. Once this one is done, the 57's will conclude 14 games in 14 days as that changeup by Gallagher is hit towards third base, foul. And something doesn't feel right to Gallagher after that swing, as that may have gone off his foot. Nothing in two. Duffield, strike three, gets him. 90-mile-an-hour fastball from Finney. Tucker Zadunik, who's 2 for 2 with a run scored and a walk.
Zadunik.
So he's had a good day today. The left fielder for the Miller Express. Good day at the plate. Couple hits. Doubled his last time up. Duffield pounding the zone. Strike one. Duffield filling up the zone with 90-mile-an-hour fastballs here. Nothing in two the count with one down and a runner on at first. Goes breaking ball this time. Alamo charges, throw to first in time. Great play by Elvin Alamo. Had to make the quick transition from the glove to the throwing hand he did, and Alamo just in the nick of time. Takes care of Zadunik. 2 down, runner on at second, Marcus Melendez.
Number 19, Marcus Melendez.
Duffield, fastball, right field, and oh no! Dropped in right by Lombardi. With the sun in his face, Lombardi just unable to squeeze that. Runner goes to second base. Another pinch hitter for the Miller Express. They're down by 9 now, as Reese Helland is in.
Number 22, Reese Helland.
He'll get some applause. Local kid, Reese Helland, as he'll try and keep this game going. Youngster getting an AB. Duffield called strike. Fastball catches the outside part of the plate. 89 on that fastball. Change up. Helland in front of it. Strike two. Good mix of fastballs and changes from Duffield here in the bottom of the ninth. And that'll do it. 90 miles an hour punctuates a Swift Current 57's victory, 13-4. They get the W. 14 games in 14 days, and the 57's have managed to win 10 of them. And they've ran their winning streak to 7 in a row as well. So the 57's red hot. I don't know if they want a day off tomorrow, but they'll get one. Next action will be Tuesday night in Regina and then Wednesday in Weyburn. 57's player of the game today. Who do we got here? Tanner Holan, 3 for 5 with a couple of runs batted in. John Seachin, 2 for 5, 3 runs batted in. Only 2 innings of work for Finnegan Duffield, but he filled up the zone with 90-mile-an-hour strikes as well. So if you're making me pick one, we'll go Holan, 3 for 5 today, catching a great game as well. Elvin Alamo also 3 hits as well with a couple runs scored and 2 RBI. Great day for the 57's as they beat the Moose Jaw Miller Express 13-4. We'll talk to you Tuesday night from Regina at Curry Field. On behalf of Christina Schweitzer, bringing you the images on Camera One today. Good day from Moose Jaw. As we juicy wiggle